10. African Cryptids Explained.
Welcome to Crypto Fun Friday.
Number 10. Grootslang. That's Afrikaans and Dutch for big snake or great snake. According to legend, these creatures are as old as the world itself. They were given incredible powers by the gods, but the animals became so powerful themselves, the gods split them into two separate creatures, elephants and snakes. But somehow, a couple of the Grootslang escaped and reproduced. They supposedly live in a cave filled with diamonds called the Wonder Hole, or the bottomless pit in South Africa's Richtersveld area. By some accounts, the creatures can grow to 60 feet long and resemble elephants with a serpent's tail. There's no evidence on whether or not the creatures can talk, but if it could, do you think it might say, "I am Grootslang"? Number 9. Nkanyamba. This legendary lake monster is said to live in a waterfall lake area in the northern forests of South Africa, most commonly at the base of Howick Falls near Pietermaritzburg. It's described by local Zulu tribes as a huge serpent with a horse-like head. The tribes also believe that seasonal storms are actually triggered by the creature's anger. Cryptozoologists have theorized the creature might be a type of eel whose reputation has been exaggerated by local myth. Number 8. Nah-goo. Allegedly found in the savannah region of Cameroon, this creature is said to be roughly the size of an ox, but is fierce enough to fight elephants for land. Nah-goo is a regional word for rhino, but this hooved animal is said to have 6 horns. From descriptions provided by pygmy locals, the creature sounds like it could be a surviving ceratopsian, a group of beaked dinosaurs of which Triceratops is likely the best known. One problem with that theory, though: ceratopsian fossils haven't been found in Africa. The pygmies did note the animals had become more difficult to locate due to a decline in the population. So what could have happened to them? Number 7. Mourou. This creature is variously described as a spotted lion or an unusual natural hybrid of a lion and leopard. It has no telltale mane and is thought to be larger than a leopard but smaller than a lion. While sightings of the animal date to around 1904, the first documented encounter was in 1931 when a Kenya farmer shot and killed 2 of the animals in the Aberdare Mountains region. Those creatures turned out to be pubescent cubs with prominent spots typical of creatures that age. The more popular theories for the animals include there being lion-leopard hybrids, which have never been recorded in the wild as the 2 species are natural enemies, or it could be an as-yet undiscovered species or subspecies of lion. Number 6. Emelantauka. Here's a cryptid you couldn't miss if you tried. It's said to be around the size of an African bush elephant, or stands over 10 feet tall and weighs over 13,000 pounds. It's said they resemble a rhino with one big horn on its snout and moves its massive body around on stump-like legs. Like Nah-goo, this creature seems to have features consistent with ceratopsians like Triceratops, but some cryptozoologists think the creature is more like an aquatic rhinoceros. Whatever it is, the animal is described as ferocious and will kill anything in its path, especially elephants. In fact, its name means elephant killer. It allegedly makes its home in remote areas of the Congo and Cameroon. Number 5. Jibba-fo'fi. Also called the Congolese Great Spider. It's alleged to exist in forests of the Congo and has a brown-colored body not unlike a tarantula, with a leg span up to 6 feet. The earliest documented sighting in the Congo was in 1938 when a family of 3 reportedly saw a spider as big as a monkey. They're supposedly able to spin strong circular webs between 2 trees, leaving a strand that extends across game trails. Natives claim the creatures are highly venomous and prey on small game like birds and forest antelope. They also claim the spiders were once numerous, but now they're becoming a rare sight. Could the giant spiders be some unknown species of arachnid that is vanishing due to encroachment or due to other factors? Number 4. Ennedi Tiger. A saber-toothed cat purportedly inhabits the Ennedi Plateau in eastern Chad in Sub-Saharan Africa. There are reportedly 2 different species of this animal. One is called Hadjel, that mainly roams about the mountains, and there's one that dwells in the water called Mourou N'gou. Hadjel is larger than a lion and has a reddish coat with white stripes, but has no tail. It's said to have protruding teeth and is strong enough to carry off bigger antelopes. Natives describe the creature as a saber-tooth to Western explorers. The water type, Mourou N'gou, is also said to be larger than a lion at up to 12 feet and is extremely fierce with walrus-like teeth. This one is colored with red and white markings, and unlike the Hadjel, it is always reported as having a long tail. There's speculation that this creature might be an otter, as its habitat extends into the Central African Republic. We couldn't find any comparison for the Hadjel. Is it possible that saber-toothed cats survived into the 21st century? Number 3. McKell Mem. In the Lingala language, that name means the one who stops the flow of rivers. This huge creature has been the object of many expeditions, but they've always come back with nothing more than unexplained footprints and second-hand accounts. The creature is said to inhabit pools and swamps of the People's Republic of Congo and has a long neck and tail, along with 3 claws, judging from the tracks. When locals were shown the picture of a sauropod dinosaur, they identified it as the creature in question. Reports place the animal's length up to 32 feet, with its neck and tail each extending 10 feet. It's said the animal is silent and usually stays underwater except when it eats or travels. There are reports of the creature overturning boats and killing passengers by biting them, and it doesn't seem too fond of hippos. It's known to kill them on sight. Now, this cryptid sounds like a variation on the Loch Ness Monster. Would you agree? Number 2. The Adze. This cryptid is found in the legends of the Yu people of Togo and Ghana. It's a vampire that can take the forms of various insects such as fireflies, but if it's captured, it reverts to its human appearance. And that's a bad idea, because the Adze could attack and eat your organs. But the good news is, it can be defeated. The trick is to destroy the human form before they can start up with all that bloody mess. While in its insect form, the vampire will suck the victim's blood while they sleep, and that spreads disease. In fact, it's thought to be a possible explanation for outbreaks of malaria. As if all that isn't bad enough, victims of the Adze also become a witch who is possessed by the vampire spirit. So, encountering the Adze does not exactly sound like a day at the beach, does it? Number 1. Dingonek. Allegedly spotted in the jungles of West Africa, this creature is also known as the Jungle Walrus. It's been described as up to 18 feet long, with walrus-like tusks over 3 feet long, earning it that nickname. But wait, there's more. The beast is said to be completely covered in scales, not unlike an armadillo, has reptilian claws, a long horn, and a long tail that has a sharp, scorpion-like stinger that contains a deadly toxin. Now, if that doesn't sound like enough of an animal mashup for you, natives have also described it as a cross between a whale, a sea serpent, and a leopard. The jungle walrus is also known to be so fierce it can take down bull hippos. Could this cryptid be some unknown, unidentified species?